So here's the table for both methods. We're going to do the calculator first. We have the X values of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. Again, we've checked to, okay, they're both increasing by 2. So we have uniform inputs, and then we look for the differences just to make sure that linear is kind of the appropriate regression to do. So we have 4 minus 35, which is 5, 46 minus 40. Difference of 4, difference of 4, difference of 5. So close first differences. All right, so we're going to use the linear regression. Okay, so first we have to put that X and Y table into our calculator. So I realize that you see list above stat, but really we're just going to hit the stat button first. So go to stat. We're going to edit our list. So hit enter on edit. And notice I've already put the numbers in. So under L1, put your X values, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. And then in L2, put your Y values, but so that the 2 points match. 2 goes with 35, 4 goes with 40. Make sure all of those match up in your L2. If you need a pause to finish that, go for it. Once you have the X and Y values into L1 and L2, we're going to go back to stat. We're going to scroll to the right where it says calculate. And again, a lot of these are used in statistics, but we're looking for linear regression line. And you may see the AX plus B and the A plus BX down here on 8. Really, they give you the same information. So this is like MX plus B format. So we're going to scroll down to 4 because we said that it was close to being linear, and we're going to hit enter. Now, the X list is listed under L1, awesome. Y list is listed under L2, awesome. Frequency of list, that's fine. You can leave it blank or you can put in the number 1. I recommend just leaving it blank. And for the regression equation, we have a couple of choices. I like to put in the full equation in here. If you do, then you're going to go onto variables because we want it to store into Y1. So you can go under vars for variables. To the right, there's a Y vars for variables, and we want to save it as a function, and we're going to save it as our Y1 function, okay? And then if we scroll down to where it says calculate, just highlight calculate and hit enter. If you need to hit pause or rewind, go for it. So we're going to hit calculate, and notice they said Y equals MX plus B, where our A, well, I said MX plus B, AX plus B, where A is 2.37, so forth. So that's our slope. And our B is 30.733. So this is how we come up with equations that represent or model real life situations. You have enough data points over time, you can come up with something similar, but you always have to keep readjusting these as your business changes or your research changes. Now notice they've given us the regression line, but we don't see the linear correlation coefficient or the coefficient of determination. So that means, now some of you may see the R and the R squared already, but if you don't, we have to go down here to catalog. So we're going to hit second function, go down to your 0, see catalog above it, click, and we're going to scroll down until we see diagnostic. And we want to turn the diagnostics on. So we're going to click on it and it says diagnostics on. We're going to click again till it says done. So on enter. And then we're going to go back to stat, calculate, go down to our linear regression, enter. Yes, we want all of those. And we're still going to store that in our Y1, everything that we did before, and calculate. This time, do they not only give us the slope and the y-intercept of our linear regression line, but they give us the R squared and the R. Notice how close these are to +1. So that means we have a regression line that is increasing in slope, and it's really close to being an exact. Now, unless it is exactly 1, we still say approximate. It only takes 1 point to be off to be approximate, okay? So this is still approximate, but it's really, really close. Now, we can graph the data points, and we can graph this regression line under stat plot. We know that the Y value here, Y1, if we were to click on it, this is the regression line that they gave us. There's the slope, there's the X plus the Y-intercept. But if we go up to stat plot, second function Y equals, this is when we get to plot those scatter plots. So we're going to click on this, hit enter. We're going to turn it on instead of off. This first guy looks like a bunch of dots. That's our scatter plot. L1 and L2 is our lists, and we're going to graph. Now, if your graph does not show up, go to Zoom and scroll down to Zoom Stat. Hit enter, and then it will give you all those data points with a line pretty nicely. So notice it's not exactly aligned. Some of these little markers are a little high or a little low. You might have a colored in square or an X. How your dots look, your points look doesn't matter. But it looks really close. Cool.